Oh, Beko.
Can I get those buckets with the rags, then I will sort out the colored ones for the wash.
Yeah. You also can sit down. Yeah.
I will just put away a few of those things because and there was another bucket there, it is. I'm not separating reds and blues, that's ridiculous. I'm not Hubert. We had a cycle for blue, red, grey, any color we could wash separately. Yeah, he did blue separately from the rest.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you say I had a lot of laundry. Anyway.
I always think of grey like...
I say it's the grey area.
The what?
The grey area. Grey is the grey area. It doesn't matter with what the washed.
Yeah, no, that, exactly that. It's already grey, so it can't be discolored anymore. You can only get more.
Yeah, of course, light grey I do with.
Yeah, dark grey and light grey.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, I just do one cycle for lights, one for.
Can you give me that bucket with the
darker?
Yeah. Like my ex would separate this red from the blue. Yeah, I don't do that. It's ridiculous.
Those are the green
If you watch it so many times, there is no how do you say when the red things get blue and the blue things get red. Sorry.
Yeah, just I didn't even start washing these the whites separately because the only reason I started doing that is because we got new rags for the new store. Rebuilt store, renovated store. Then I was like, wow, maybe. And let's see if I can find a low, nicely soiled one. Average soil level. That's why we need a pre-wash. Because the cleaning agent, the blue stains, the spirit will get out within the pre-wash, and then it has the red stain, that's ink. So it has the main wash to get rid of the ink and all that kind of stuff. Let's put this away.
Or so. Okay.
Yeah, we'll put this there. Yeah, I want to film that cycle obviously.
Alright.
Despite having millions of Siemens cycles already. Or at least that style of VSH. But I wanted to film this one first, if that's possible.
Yeah,
Stop,
yeah, we
I
can
think
do
so,
that.
yeah.
We can start that now.
Well, we saved that nicely. 3 weeks. Jochem, dan ga ik even wat meer vragen of ik iets meer bereid heb.
Ja. Moet ik even daarachter? En dan kan ik.
Dat ik de broer omstoot met een onhandige streken. En, oh ja. Is there a plug for...
Leonard, wir brauchen noch eine Steckdose. Ist da noch was frei? Oder hast du eine Verlängerungsschnur? Overload. Overflow. Ah ja, okay.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Ach so. Ja.
Okay. That's a good solution. I once forgot to put in a charger and I filled the boil washer on my hire. No, it didn't go well. Yes, you absolute dingbat.
Yeah, just sit down somewhere, I guess. That would be the best to do.
Let me just see. I just got this will do.
To Dutch.
Oh no, that's I luckily can read German. I just can't speak it. Yeah, it's what?
Yeah.
Oh, echo perfect. I'll just go for a default cycle. 3.5 hours is fine. All eyes on me, that's horrible.
We know. Kilograms.
3.5. I'm incredibly precise, I'm autistic. 30 milliliters. So let's say 25 milliliters. Goed geluk. Can someone hand me a light? Oh, that's also useful. Yes, I tend to forget that too. I once made Jasper's cycle of my Navitronic fail because of that. Whoops.
I hope it lasts the whole cycle.
Oh, and if it doesn't, then, well, we're in bad luck. Then we can also, well, replace the charger of the light with...
We'll see.
Yes, that's fine for the lighting. I just need to get the height. Because I needed, was it this one? It was not. Oh, how big is it? How do I just put that? Okay, this.
Take your time.
Ja, dan zou je die in een witte tasje willen steken.
This is also when I do regular laundry, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm not mental. Well, maybe I am, but... It's too high. Yeah. Why is everything not going my way today? It's such a Sunday. Luckily there's no migraine in the game at least. I'll try to sit myself down. Come on, man. Just licht ervoor.
Ah, het is licht ausmachen.
Bit lucky.
Oh, that's... Jij hebt wel een goede plek, zeg. Nou, vlak naast die buis. Tenminste.
Kijk, het is wel ik een bochel heb. It curves around it. Nou, could be worse. One of the only things I like about Beko is the amount of water they use.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's it.
But then again, sometimes I also think it's unnecessary.
Well, better.
Yeah, too much, rather too much than too little. But
Yeah. In terms of water, I'm okay with too much.
well, look
I'll
at
actually add a few liters myself well.
like that AEG did of mine, like drum. That AEG did drum glass of door glass main wash and
Okay.
just a little layer in the rinses.
Yeah.
I would do it the other way around.
Yeah.
I like rinsing with high water level.
Oh. Me too. Lift je nodig? Nee.
Almost. Oh yeah, the cap is in there. Good morning.
Koffie moet nog in werken.
Oh yeah, this is just my second coffee, my last coffee. But on a
We gaan
work
over
day,
cola. Nee.
on the work day, I drink. On the work day, I drink 4 cups of coffee. It was 8 once, but then I got started to get heart trouble, so I stopped.
Oh wow!
That's not good.
No.
Does this also take time off or not?
Yeah, it
Okay.
does.
Oh, luckily.
Perfect.
2.5 hours is a little bit long, but I was like, well, just for filming purposes.
This one already has such a different programming than the Siemens I once had. It was almost like this, but it didn't have the inverter motor.
Okay.
Oh, it was that. Yeah, that was I think a previous generation, or was this the
Yeah.
same generation?
Well, it did. I don't know, but it had the same screen and everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's not. No, not 100%. But when was this? Oh, it was in 2021.
It's yeah.
I once had this one.
This was a generation after this, I would swear.
Oh, after.
After?
Ja.
After?
Meinst du, guck mal, Leo.
This one was from two.
Das
Or
soll
it's
so den...
display, like the new ones have the blue display, I think.
Yeah.
Ja.
This one was from 2008.
Okay.
So it was.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm
And
not sure, but I would...
I got it like this. I was like, oh well. I asked, is it brand new? But this was the old packaging from their new washer.
Oh, yeah.
But this one, it filled up, then it stood still for like 1.5 minutes.
Wow,
And then it
okay.
topped up again. It did 1 or 2 tumbles, and it stood still for 1.5 minutes. So saturation took
Okay,
almost
this
half
is very,
an hour.
very different from this
Yeah.
machine.
But this one was also brushed.
It's 1600,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it did, well, a pretty good job.
These are working machines. It's very hard to kill these machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, my father had got the older generation, WXL 1280,
Oh, yeah.
and it died after 18 years.
Yeah. This one had broken shock absorbers after.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
well,
always the gamble with gel. You either
Yeah.
goes too much or too little.
yeah. It's never perfect.
That's why I usually do this with my own color towels, and then I'll just let Windows decide how much is needed. And I'll just add some what's the name of that stuff? Ace for the bleach, for the oxygen bleach.
Yeah, but this one was very nice.
Let's see if I can.
Ist die schon fertig mit
Pronounce the names correctly.
Okay.
Oh, it's that spin wash thing like Beko does.
Here.
Yeah.
Got
You don't know this video?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say,
This
wait,
was
I
the-
recognize this.
This was the washer of my father, from my father.
Cut off the time now.
And then
6 minutes.
it finally does.
Did it already?
No, it hadn't. It didn't
I
take
think
any
it
time.
will now,
off yet.
once it stops taking water. Yes.
Oh yeah,
90.
9 minutes.
Fair. Fair.
Oh, this looks good.
Yes, yeah. At least it will smell like lavender.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Well, that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have selected extra rinse, but oh well.
It has aqua sense also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's nice. But this one doesn't have the where you can change the soil level, right? On mine,
No,
on
it
that
doesn't.
on that Siemens I showed you. Well, that Siemens didn't have Eco Perfect nor Speed Perfect.
Yeah.
But you could change the soil level. So cotton's light soil would be 1 hour 25, medium 2 hours and 20 minutes, and heavy would be 3:30 or so.
Okay.
So it's almost the same time as Speed Perfect or Eco Perfect. So yeah.
Do you maybe want to sit here so you have a better view? I can just, because I know the machine, so wash them.
This is every day for you.
Yeah.
Bit sudsy, and it still needs to heat to 60 degrees, so I wonder how that will be. Can go 2 ways.
Ooh.
I think it will do an extra rinse.
Well, at least. We'll see.
Well,
I guess.
yesterday the towels in my velo.
Or maybe
I
it reduces when
dosed
the
too much.
temperature is on 60 degrees.
Yeah, well, you.
Yeah, I
yeah.
was lucky. I was in luck yesterday with my towels. I put. How did that look? No, I don't have. Well, my velo was this full. It's 4.5 kilogram semi-automatic machine, and I was like, well, let's just put 70 milliliters of Denkmit then. That's less than base dosing. It will be fine. Wasn't fine. But at least when it reached 65 degrees or so, the suds became flaccid. But I don't know if that's the case with English gel.
English used to wash it cold, right?
Yeah.
Well, it says 30 degrees in the bottle, so I would reckon that would be the point where there would be the most foam. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh well, at least it will be clean.
And it smells like lavender.
Yeah, that's the most positive point. What was your Instagram account again?
Aromatic,
Yeah. So I was.
it's the same like on YouTube.
Yeah, it's just I want to photograph that thing and I want to tag everyone in the room. So I wasn't sure. Start a chat from your story. No.
No, all of us go online. We will stream this machine from 6 perspectives.
I'm glad I didn't take Wonder Wash, because that's supposed to be worse.
Oh.
Or at least if I can believe Washer IQ. Sorry, sorry.
So, okay, das wird lustig. Das wird immer mehr.
Shall moment.
Oh jeez.
This is very gentle.
25 milliliters too much. Okay, noted. I'll use this.
How much put
10
you in
or
there?
50, then it's good.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, oh well, 3 kilograms should be fine.
Yeah, normally I would say just add a bit of softener, but these are towels and,
Yeah.
and tea towels.
No, we won't do that.
I have lavender softener, so.
Even the wash rays. There's
205, 202. I'll just try to get up again. Oh my god, I have too little space here. Oh man, I am not made for delicate work when it comes to moving my body. And try to, oh god, this is not going to work. I'll use it now. I wanted to film the Beko.
So, okay.
Cool.
Jochem needs to lay down.
Just a quick shot of the Beko and then I'll be returning to my corner again. Corner. Welk wasmiddel had je hierbij gedaan?
Er zit hier ISO Pestil in.
Oh, die Persol kleur.
Ja.
Ja, dat is goed spul. Tenminste, ik weet tenminste hoe alles werkt, want nou ja, ik heb een ex die heel veel wasmiddel had.
Dat is heel ervaringsdeskundig.
Yeah, and I've got too much detergent of my own as well.
Can't relate.
I might be putting this in my best friend's story, just to be sure. Because I'm gossiping about him and I unblocked him.
Wonder why your machine's broken after 2 years.
Okay, that's a good one. I might just steal that joke.
He's just put my credits or my Instagram tag under it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
okay with it.
That's fine. Oh, come on, that's not joke.
Oh.
Thanks.
One in every video is like that, so that's fine. As long as we dose carefully with the optician
Yeah,
photo. I suggest we put that Omo there because that's known for not sudsing as much. It's basically Persol Bio, but then with more bleach. It's all in labor. And then it becomes a dangerous game because it's unconcentrated. That's also a bit of a thing. 4.5 kilograms, 155 milliliters necessary.
Your amazing calculation skills, we'll see. We're in for a show.
That was, well, in the end I was like, well, let's just gamble a bit. Why not why calculate if I can also live on the edge? I need to learn that it's okay to make mistakes.
Just do bingo and the first number you take is the amount of milliliters you put in.
Oh, let's not do that. Specifically
Either 1 or 100 and it's like, ooh.
Specifically with an unconcentrated detergent, that's asking for trouble. With concentrated detergents, it's asking for even more trouble, apparently. Hopefully they don't puke.
like it doesn't have this siphon like the newer ones have.
Oh, yeah.
It has the direct connection, so
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, it at least spins anti-clockwise, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that
Could help.
could help. I think that's the right explanation.
It's definitely gonna do an anti-suds.
Well, I hope so.
I hope, yeah.
If it doesn't, then I would wonder if the aqua sensor still works. Almost full.
25 for instance.
Yeah, full load.
I also was a little bit overconfident maybe, because in the set in English I did dose correctly, but I don't remember what. Oh, I dosed about 10 milliliters there, and it was for 4 towels. So it's full.
And full.
Oops. Oh my god. Yeah. Remind me to never do that. Use gel with any type of things that are not clothes. At least that one's going well.
Let's go on the floor.
If I knew this, I should have taken some vinegar. As in like cleaning vinegar.
Oh fuck. Ach ja, stimmt.
Because vinegar is also anti-suds.
Oh well. Just fingers crossed and hope.
It's the best we can do right now, yeah.
I think so.
How warm is it actually? I don't know. 35 degrees.
Still have to go to 60.
Yeah, should have just taken some Persil, I think, but oh well. Oh, come on!
I had to do it. And I'm not sorry.
Any other detergent would have gone well, I'm certain of it.
Alright.
Also depends on how hard the water is here, but if it's hard water
It's
then
soft.
it's soft. Yeah, that explains a lot.
Okay.
One hell of a lot.
Let's just cross both of them.
Yeah, I have harder water at home.
It's a kitten.
Nö, passt, alles gut.
Yeah, I dosed for like medium hardness. That didn't go well. Though,
So next time 1 drop.
yeah, maybe 2 for heavy soil, but
2 for every soil. It will last a long time.
a soft medium is like the 30 milliliter dosing, so technically 25 milliliters should have been correct. Tesco, you absolute witless dishcloth.
British.
Yeah. If it doesn't suds, it doesn't clean. Oh no, that's Turkish.
Komt het eruit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, scheisse. I know a little bit of German. Oh no!
Oh. Tu mal was drunter, Leonhard, schnell. Irgendwie. Oder hier, take this. Hier, Mama, hier.
This is not made for
Das ist
the.
aber
Okay, veel.
This is not made for mainland Europe.
We have to stay on the island. Now we're infected.
But they use British gels as well. So I do think they said so.
Those are already in Germany.
Oha.
So it's fresh import.
Krass.
Das
Ja.
ist krass. Hab ich mal
Slightly.
dazu gemacht. Ja, doch. Sorry.
No!
Oh.
Oh, we'll do it again, I think.
Yeah, when it turns.
Thanks God that this machine doesn't do spin wash. You see it glow.
I'll let you dose later.
Or just stay away from the gel.
Yeah, that powder will be fine, I think. That's also made to not suds as much.
No, not record.
In my when I have my meal completely full, I put in the base dosing of the powder and it works fantastically. So.
Er is een foto van dat ding, want kijk dit soort dingen.
Zo, weet je,
Ik heb een helderheid op best
Ja,
wel
ik
oké
weet
staan.
dat is einfach hier.
Oh wacht, dat is echt een leuk laat maar een grapje.
Danke.
Is het nog steeds heel erg? Mwah, dat kan niet.
Tesco.
Asper.
Je ziet het gewoon groeien.
I do need to delete a story because I forgot to put it in the correct. Oh, the Beko story where I was complaining about my ex. Let's do stay.
Nou, je ziet het. Het is
Let's do
It's
stay.
growing and growing.
Oh well, video's lost, doesn't matter.
Het gaat te hard. It's going fast.
It's 42 degrees, still needs to heat for like.
It's silent at least.
Oh, here. See it on the bright side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the least we can do right now. And it will smell like lavender. Win-win.
Yeah, if the lavender smell survives the dry.
That's a more if you want.
Oh, that sounds good too. Yeah, I love that one. Oh, nice.
It's a good combo, at least.
Yeah. Well, what detergents do I not have? That's more like the question.
Is that coming out?
Oh.
Or here's some softener.
Something might be down.
Yeah.
What have we learned today?
Do not dose gel with salt water. Now you know what happens.
Do
Experiment.
not let thunder dose.
Oh,
Probably.
usually it goes well, but not if it's soft water. Oh my. This wouldn't have happened if it just had a siphon.
What? That's both ways.
Like the whole siphon construction, like not directly to the tub, suds.
Well, the suds would have still come in, right?
Yeah, it would have happened.
But only slower.
Yeah, but at least it would survive the cycle.
Yeah, well.
Let's just pretend like
There's nothing happening. Okay, that sounds like a plan.
come on here.
I hope this goes well on spin.
It will, I guess.
No, spin will take another hour. So.
Technically correct. There is literally no laundry to be seen anymore.
Yeah.
It's all in the suds.
Or should we restart the cycle?
Let this fail happen. Well, it is tea towel, so I am considering to add a little bit of softener because it will still do 2 rinses, at least 2 to 3 rinses. So.
Leonard, ich habe gerade was für dich gefunden.
Yeah. Oh. Why did it take so long for me to realize it was AI?
Sometimes it's
I was like, what?
sometimes
Full of sushi?
sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it isn't. Like especially when it's people,
Wow.
fingers will be always be.
Yeah, they have 1 finger more or...
Oh!
Taking action.
Wait.
It will still do 2 to 3 rinses
It
anyway.
smells like lavender.
Yeah. Full cap.
Wow!
Oh god. Yeah, that
That's
was
working.
Yeah?
Lavender versus lavender.
You could also insert it via the direct injection in the drum.
Oh yeah, could have been.
Let's add another card.
We'll probably need it.
Possibly yes.
Just wait. Give it. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Still not perfect, but
Yeah.
it will.
If I knew this, I would have taken the vinegar out of it then, because it's also anti-suds. At least it will be a little bit averted for a while. Because it will come back up.
It's just a delay of execution.
Yeah. At least I can see the laundry again. Well, it does take effect. And you can hear the sloshing of the water at least. lesson learned. Salt water gel, 3 drops at most. No, that's too much. To 1 drop. Although this isn't as bad as that one time we found a slug in Jacob's candy. Oh my god, I don't
was
even
disgusting.
know. I just don't know how it got there. I just don't know.
That's a good
Something
question.
op video?
Hm?
Something op video?
Ja, dat staat op video. Die moet ik editen. Dat ga ik ook zeker in de YouTube-beschrijving
Wanneer
zetten.
lekte dat? Mid-cycle of niet?
Ja, zoiets. Nou, heel iets erin. 10 minuten erin of zo. Dat is 32 minuten. Ja, technisch gezien mid-cycle. 32 minuten.
We have pictures.
Is handig.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's when I start saving up.
It's from one person?
Yes.
Yeah.
I always say the B3WFU58415W1 9 kilogram, the WER875 is for a family of 4 or for one autistic person.
Yeah. He does so much laundry, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
I
I'd rather do a little too
You
much.
do more laundry than I do at home. We are with 4 people.
We were with 4 people and I did 11 loads of laundry a week.
Yeah, I did. Well, I used to do 10, but now my average is 7 or 8 nowadays.
My average is like 6 on my own. Yeah, around 6 nowadays. It's summer, it's not so much anymore. When winter comes, it will become 8 or 9.
But imagine if you would start or have a family of 4, then you would do 24 loads.
In theory, yes, I would. It's still my hobby.
Yeah, poor little Miele.
Oh, but
Well,
if I have, if theoretically I would start a family of 4, then I will have a house with plenty of washers.
A friend of me, they have a one of those Miele edition 111, you know, one of those Softronics. And I was there once, and I said, oh well, like, how old is it? Yeah, it's from 2014, so 8 years old at the time. And I said, well, shall we take a look at the operation, the operating hours? Yeah. And it's, well, why not? So it had like 7,800, I think. I was like, well, oh, that's a lot. And the mother of the friend of me came in. She said, oh well, but do the hours change when you change the motherboard? I said, yeah. I said, when did you do it? Yeah, 3.5 years ago. That thing did. It will do about 34,000 operation hours in 20 years. But they do 3 or 4 loads a day, and they only do half loads. And
in my defense, even I'm not that much.
if they have a load of colors and 2 white socks, they will do it. 2 white socks separately.
Oh.
But they will do it. They won't wait until there's more.
Oh,
whites
I
to
will
do.
wait, yeah. Like
me too.
today I had 2 past, I wore like 2 of these light grey and light colored stuff. I had 2 t-shirts, yeah, I'm not gonna put that in a washer. Not until I have more. Until I can at least put my Miele on the quick power wash cycle. I'm not gonna...
I'll just wait and I'll, yeah. I did laundry yesterday, I did like 5 loads or so, and then I discovered that I had one more basket downstairs that was completely full, and the basket of my sister hadn't been emptied, so I can do it all again probably tomorrow morning. So yeah, well, it's gonna be fun.
Apparently the only more concentrated part about that whole Wonder Wash is that it contains more perfume. The rest it's all the same. Yeah.
And so it's just regular person with more perfume?
It's regular Robijn with more perfume. It's Unilever.
And why did you buy this?
Because I was curious.
But you hate Robijn.
Yeah, but just look at the smell. 2 things, it suds, because so then it's technically not Robijn anymore. But then again,
you don't need Robijn for scent. No,
it's
sorry,
different.
that's not my...
Much different than Robijn. The blue one smells like Robijn Pink Sensation. That's a little bit less ideal. But it will go into Windows and then...
At least it's not like Omo. I once
This
bought
stuff?
5 bottles of Omo color, and I didn't think they smelled very great. So once Jasper took one home, and his mother smelled it and she, and no, did you bring it back to me or not?
Yeah.
He gave it back. And it's still, I think I just threw it away a few weeks ago, but it's horrible. It doesn't wash, it's
Okay,
it sucks.
that makes sense.
The German and the Dutch
The
Omo
Dutch
is
stuff.
yeah, the Dutch but the German as well is like the terrible Omo. That Bulgarian Omo I have there, it's fantastic. And this is Unilever per se.
Yeah. I'm just in love with the German,
It's like the old
the German Lenore liquids. I think those are amazing.
Those are fantastic. Yeah, I've had it in Twindos, it's amazing.
I saw they were on sale in one of the stores we're gonna visit tomorrow, but
Rossmann DM,
probably one of those.
because it's always Rossmann or DM usually, but
Oh, it's
Kaufland.
go to website. Even.
Oh, Rewe.
So yeah.
Don't have that near me.
They have a lot of nice things on sale. Not Rewe, but all the stores in general.
Yeah, the discounts are a bit better in this country.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Well, especially when I'm going directly over the border to, what's it called again, Ulsen. Then I go to the K&K, and they have Grols beer for 17 euros outside of, including the tax, including fund. They have, then it's 17 euros or something. Here it's 20 euros already outside of.
You just don't realize how much I love this deal. This is, for one of these bottles in the Netherlands, I pay €2.29.
What? Oh,
So once I went to Germany and I saw at Kaufland they had these crates with 12 bottles of Coca-Cola. And I phoned up my dad, I said, how much do I need to take home? 2 bottles?
And the car is...
Yeah, I said 2 bottles, just take 2 of those crates. So now we have a tower of crates of Coca-Cola in our garage. But as I said, they were on sale in the Netherlands last week. 2 for €2.50. But here I pay 64 cents per liter. So 2 liters. I can buy 4 liters of Coke here for the price of not even 2 in the Netherlands. So that's for me already a reason to go there.
When I
Because we drink a lot of Coke.
when I organize a party, I know I need beer, at least three crates, because they will be all gone by the end of the party. Yes, and then I go to Ulsen, and then I buy 3 crates. When it's on discount, it's 14 euros including the fund, and then I will return it in the Netherlands because I will receive like almost €1 more of fund.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It works with Grols at least.
Instant
So.
money.
No, that's in Belgium with the cheapest water. That costs €1.18, and then when you return it there, you get exactly that amount of money.
And 1 cent more. One whole cent more.
Yeah, that's 1 cent is the start of a million.
Yeah.
My father they have a giant safe in the store. They find it too bulky to even be worth it, but it's simply there. He once taped €1 to the safe, and he wrote "start of a million" underneath it. Just, I don't know why he just was. I think he just felt a bit. It was a dad joke, but then for adults.
Was ist ein Foto von Globus Waschmittel? Bei dir? Ich gucke mal im Archiv. Wo war das? Das ist schon lange her.
I just need to control myself in the Czech Republic in 2 weeks. Because I've already bought enough in England. And it's much more expensive in the Czech Republic. Even more expensive than in Germany. Oh yeah, but that's also the reason you get a lot. Remember that those 2 bags I brought you?
Yeah.
That's so 2 like 7 kilo bags, and then you pay like a lot. Then suddenly Corona becomes very expensive. Put this aside. I think. He's near 60 degrees.
So 136 versus 133.
Can I give this to you very quick? Yeah, now you can give it back.
Or we can also start the bathrobes first in Siemens, so because we want to film this load, and I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get another load done.
That
I think that's wise.
So once this goes into rinsing, we can start Siemens.
It's 54 degrees on glass.
Yeah, it doesn't heat that much on the standard cycle, so I often choose speed or stain options.
Oh yeah,
like a bit more
to
temperature.
Yeah, that's the difference with my mother's Bosch. I once did a full cotton 60, which is 3 hours and 35 minutes. Ridiculously long, but oh well. Full of towels. And it heated to 65 degrees, no options.
Yesterday I started mine, 2 hour 52, full out of towels, and press start, it did Pro Sense, it made 3 hours and 55 minutes. I said, well,
as it's not 90.
we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, and then once it nowadays my mother's Bosch also overheats on cottons 40. It does the default 50 degrees nowadays. It overheats
50?
It overheats to 49 degrees
Gee.
on glass.
Oh man.
Do you know when it drains?
Then you would
around
also
1 hour, I
Hygiene
think,
on my
or
AEG.
45 minutes. Something.
Hygiene with stains is 4 hours and 24 minutes. I think that's how. And then it does a main wash of about 2 hours. Then it goes into rinsing. The first rinse is heated to 55 degrees. I believe that whole cycle took 3.5 kilowatts on its
You can
own.
also turn it on and just check some cycles if you want to. So
Oh, yes, you also have the
cotton color,
cottons.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that cycle. It's
I
actually
have
quite.
never used it.
It's if you want proper 75 degrees, do colored cottons 90.
Okay. So like if I do 90, it does 60.
It does 75.
75. Okay.
At least that's.
Can it also
something,
do 80?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can do
Oh.
80, but 80 and 90 are the same.
And no speed perfect,
Both.
right?
No, not on the color cycle. Just on the standard one.
Yeah, yeah.
So it shows the time.
And do you have more programs in the app or?
No.
No.
So it's just the same. Okay.
It's basically the same as my mom's own professional, but then. Well,
Almost
not
the same
whole
as yours.
professional.
They're just the same.
Still the Hygiene? No.
Jeans.
Something I didn't use. Yeah, we once used the Gene cycle on my Bosch Series 8 dryer. That's
Okay.
why we discovered it was faulty.
Yeah.
And now I have a Series 6. Much more reliable.
The inverter pumps are so nice.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Fortunately, it has no, well, see-through glass.
Yeah.
It's the only downside of these dryers.
I was so happy when we
Making my
got
way.
mine. We got an AEG and it had a window. And
Ja.
the first cycle I was just parked in front of it.
Kapot.
Oh,
Ja, ik heb de hout nog gemaakt en we hebben het onder liggen.
oh yeah. I love this sound. Love the sound. What I like the most is that 60 degrees is still in the cold part. Is this technically a Bosch machine or is this
Yeah.
also yeah, because I recognize the pedals.
En Lingual toe, hè.
Ja.
Heb je al centrifuge bij nodig als een beetje zo moet er ook in die ruimte komen. It sounds exactly the same as my. It sounds exactly the same as my mother's.
Ja.
These inverter pumps are louder than on your avant-garde.
Yes.
Your avant-garde is just... Whoa, that's how... I just still can't understand how a pump can be so silent.
But his inverter pump is also more silent than my mother's and this one is. So yeah, that's a new gen inverter pump, I think.
The only downside of these pumps is then you have to guess when it drains.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it just starts to do the spin pattern. And I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah,
we already there?
the advantage of my mother's wash, it's in a very small room, so you hear it starting. So yeah, and then you hear the water going into the pipes.
I only hear a click on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but somehow the drain pipes get some air, suck in some air as well, so they start making noise. That's the advantage of my mother's.
Exactly. But if you don't have it, you just have a completely silent washing machine.
Yeah. Our dishwasher as well. Or my mom's dishwasher. It's not my dishwasher anymore. It's yeah, you can hear it drain. You know when it starts draining, but it also makes a lot of noise when the water goes into the pipes.
I mostly use cottons though because it does the long spin washes. I don't get why the home professional doesn't do them, or some don't do them, but this one does.
Mine occasionally, when you're in luck, it does the long spin washes on cotton speed perfect.
Okay.
Only on certain days of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it feels like it.
Oh, it's Wednesday today? Oh yeah, we're not gonna do it.
No, I
Home
usually...
comes back.
when it... well, when it... what was I going to say? Doesn't matter. Now I want to know. Wasn't important. It's something about the home professional. Oh yeah, I use quick/mix a lot because with Intensive Plus it heats to 65 degrees and that's a fantastically short hygiene program. And it, well, washes until like 20-25 minutes. So...
Yeah.
But that was strange when you decided to do like Intensive Plus, it would overheat to 65 degrees and otherwise it will heat to 57. The choice was easy.
And when you're on Eco, if you choose stain option, it takes off time.
Interesting. And that does a blood stain does a cold pre-soak.
Oh. Something around 4 hours.
Yeah.
We can do the bath ropes on like this. Yeah.
That's a good one.
This is the longest cycle on mine.
Okay. What is it? Hygiene.
Hygiene with every option.
I'm really happy with it so far. I bought it for 80 euros, so...
How much?
80 euros.
Someone was clueless about how much money they missed right now.
Whoa!
Yeah, something was with the pulley.
Oh, okay.
It was just
Was it
moving
loose?
around and I think I had 4, I don't know.
Oh, I thought
But
it
did
was
you just have to
slim
tighten the
enough.
bolt?
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
That's very nice. That's the best when you get it from clueless.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's not pumping and you're finding in €2 in the pump.
Yeah,
This
well,
is the best
You get
fellas.
money back.
Yeah.
I once had a
50
AEG
cents
8000
Oh, yeah.
series, 8 kilograms, 1600 RPM,
Oh.
50 euros because there was some clicking noise. Yeah, the buttons from jeans and jackets.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with it. And
What's
then
wrong with you, eh?
a week later or so, I found a 7000 series dryer, 8 kilograms as well. didn't dry. It did dry, but it just it didn't heat up. It was a heat pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, free, nothing. I had a
Didn't heat up.
4-year-old AEG set
Yeah. It's
for
just
50 euros.
hand warm and not
Yeah.
like hot
well,
like this one. for
Probably
example.
they started and half an hour later they stuck
Yeah.
their hand in and
Yeah.
didn't feel any heat. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that takes a few hours.
Yeah.
It takes a while.
yeah.
In the end of the cycle, it will be 65
It did a full
degrees.
load of towels in 2 hours and 10 minutes, which was fine.
For a heat pump, that's fantastic.
Even for 7,000 series.
Ja.
It was one of the cheapest. It also didn't have a window.
Dusche bei deiner Mutter.
So yeah,
Ah ja,
I was
cool,
really happy.
danke.
I was really happy with it. And then I sold it for like 600 or so euros, which is the funny thing with Marketplace.
Yeah, the marketplace is an interesting
But
place.
the dumbest guy I've met was the guy with the Supertronic. He, I once came across a Supertronic on Marketplace for free. The only catch was that it hadn't run in a long time and it was in the attic, so we had to bring it down. So Jasper and I went together to, it was 1.5 hours away, but it was worth it. Took it down, it took 3 people and a lot of sweat, but we managed to get it down, and the back side of the top plate was broken, so we couldn't hold the top plate. We had to take it off and
okay.
had to carry it like
Grab
this.
in, yeah.
And I found the dosing units 10 minutes from that house for 125 euros. Never used with the cables and everything.
Ah, ja, okay, boah.
Yeah. But
This
that guy
looks
wasn't
like very,
the brightest
very
light in
new,
the
eh?
world.
Crazy.
Yeah, I once sold a Bauconnect heat pump dryer when it was such a Whirlpool with all the flashy lights and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it exactly fitted in the back of my
Let
car.
me just
It
see
was
it.
perfect. As if I bought that car especially for that.
That's also something I keep
But then-
in mind when I buy a car, though.
Then I decided to
Ich hab
do a
noch
few...
Schrauben und Muttern für den Kondensator mitgemacht. Sorry.
Wanneer was dit? Wanneer hebben we die opgehaald? 1 juli of zo, toch? Nee, eerder.
De Subtronic.
Ja.
Dat was
Nee, ik ben er bijna.
14 juni.
Yeah. So then I started to do a few cleaning cycles and I checked the pump. So the spider was a bit gone. Yeah. And so I put it on Instagram and I asked people, is it lime skill or is it the spider? And I think I got like 20 messages spider. I was like, shit. So that same day I found a edition 111 and I was like, well, let's just take that apart and put the drum from the other Softronic in the Supertronic. So I had them, dismantled up until the casing. So, and in the end I got a, pretty much
Better.
fully working
Cool.
Supertronic. But this.
But don't think too much about this spider that you thought you found in the pump. My sister has got a 2441 and this machine now has got over 20,000 hours with a aluminium spider and it's still working.
Okay. Yeah, but then I checked the spider.
And I think, my opinion, this is all this liquid detergent where the machine have problems with, because my sister only uses powder.
Oh yeah.
And this was the spider of it. And then I looked and there were just holes. in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, then.
This is the beginning of the end.
Exactly. So I'm happy that I replaced it because I heard when it was spinning, I heard shing, shing. Things were just flying around in the tub, and I was like, shit.
My ex killed his Miele with chlorine bleach. The worst thing you can put in a washer is chlorine bleach because it eats away the rubber and it eats away the aluminum. The aluminum. No.
Yeah.
This head again.
The aluminium spider.
Yeah.
It's worthless.
So much detergent.
Influenced by Mrs. Beko.
Insane.
My Miele W933 was completely fine until he started using chlorine bleach in it, and then the rubber started eating away. Tried to replace the rubber, failed because the rubber I got delivered was too big. I just placed the original rubber back in and I was like, no bleach.
Yeah.
And well, it was fine. And I had my dumbest customer I ever had. I had this Bauconnect It's a worthless shit ass dryer. Because I once had it was fully dry, 3 minutes. I thought, cool down, I'll just let it run its program. It sends back up to 1.5 hours.
Wow, okay, yeah.
Fully dry. So I was like, well, let's just turn it off. Then I decided to right before I went on holiday to Berlin, was like, let's just sell it. So I have some money to spend in Berlin. And I sold it for 140 euros and I got it for 50 euros. So it was nice. But that customer, luckily I sold it to him because he will be happy with it no matter what. It was a little bit... You could count the brain cells on one hand. He just didn't really... So I explained him everything in detail, what he needed to do and what he shouldn't do with a heat pump dryer, just to be sure. Because it was in his car, it was on its side, so I was like, don't use it until tomorrow afternoon. Otherwise you have a broken dryer, and it's not my fault then. So I did a lot of explaining to that. Yeah, well, I'm used to it from my work at my dad's store. So you get to know used to a little bit of idiots. One time I had a customer that was almost sad. I had to explain everything 5 times before she was like, oh, maybe
It sounds like 80 plus.
But this wasn't 80 plus, I think she was just disabled.
Okay.
And it was never diagnosed because she's from that generation. Where disabilities were like weaknesses because of reasons. And psychiatric help and all that kind of support didn't exist yet. I feel for that woman, I hope she's doing well, but I don't think so.
Did you remember that dryer we repaired last summer?
Yeah, this AEG dryer with the complete destroyed cooling element.
I managed to sell it in the end for like 375 euros, and the guy came and he just looked at it in just pure... Yeah, he was just amazed that he could get a dryer so clean, so neat for that price, and he almost didn't want to take it home because it looked like a scam. But I was like, well, take it. I don't need it. Yeah, we already have one. Well, we had a bit of a more shitty dryer, but that doesn't matter. But it looked so good.
Yeah.
And I actually had trouble selling it because people didn't want a dryer that new. But well, in the end, yeah, people are weird sometimes.
Yeah.
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 I know.
Yeah.
I
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know. Also,
Sometimes I want to know what's in people's mind going on wrong with them.
I want to know what's going on in people's mind when they start screaming at people for doing their job. Been there, been there. I've had arguments with customers in the store.
Me too. Oh.
I once got so angry, and then my mom was like, well, yeah, you did something wrong. Like, then it was suddenly my boss, and she was talking about that. I was like, yeah, that kind of didn't go my way.
I had drunk people popping bottles of champagne in my pizzeria.
Oh.
That wasn't nice. It was like, I wanted to go home, and then they came in drunk. They asked me, is there any beer here? I said, well, no. And then they ordered pizzas. Went away to the supermarket next to us, and they came back. And he said, surprise, I turned around and I saw the cork fly up until the ceiling, and then there was champagne all over the floor. I was like, well, it's 5 minutes before 8, I just want to go home. And then it was another very long evening.
That's just plain rude.
It was also with Carnival, so we wanted to go out that evening. Friends were coming to me because we were going to start drinking at my house, and then we would cycle together to the city center, and then we would start partying. We decided to meet at the pizzeria at 10 minutes past 8.
Yeah.
In the end, I was done at 9.
Oh,
so they,
that's just...
so they came and they said, well, do we have to buy anything? And I said, well, yeah, if you want to, buy snacks and shit like that. And in the end, they came back with grocery bags full of things, and then I handed them cleaning supplies, and just like, well, just help me, then we can get out of here earlier. But yeah.
That's just rude.
And then once I came across that guy who popped the champagne. I saw him a few months ago in the supermarket, and I was like, well, no, I don't like you. If you would, no. Just no.
Then you have a hard time by shutting up.
Then I got a flashback to Carnival, and then yeah, well, the afternoon was ruined.
Suddenly you thought about the things you did when you were drunk now.
Yeah,
Sorry.
also,
That thing.
yeah. And you go to your gallery in your phone, and you're like, oh.
Yeah,
That also happened that evening.
I had one evening where I did some weird things, but I don't remember it because I was so drunk. I drank bourbon, I drank amaretto, I drank anything which contained alcohol that night. Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Last week we
Next year we met all our cars.
well, we had the university in Eindhoven had an introduction, so all the students from everywhere had an introduction week, but that also includes Saufen in Eindhoven. So which is amazing. So I went there on Wednesday evening, and I was like, well, I have to drink something before I get there, because otherwise, if I have to pay in the clubs, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
Then decided to drink one. I had a bottle of vodka, but there was still a little bit of vodka in there. So well, just fill it up with Coke and let's have vodka cola.
Yeah.
So I drank that, and I came there. I was like, oh shit, maybe that was a bit too much. And yeah, well, we had an amazing evening, but I don't remember it all. I remember that I came home.
Ooh.
And I think that's it.
That's 100%. There was one evening where I woke up in my bed and I didn't pull off my clothes, and I had my shoes still on.
The last time I got stupidly drunk was at my friend's wedding party, and I started drinking beer, and someone suddenly handed me a rosé. I like rosé, so I was like, oh, then I'll
yeah,
just drink
that's
rosé.
difficult.
I had 4 more rosés after that.
Yeah.
I was stupidly drunk. I remember that I started talking to someone, and it was just about, well, he knows about my hobby, so we asked some questions, and I was like, well, I this and that's, well, I just talked my way out of it, and I went home. I got on my bike, blank.
Wow.
I don't know how I got home. I don't know what I did after I got home. All I know is I have a very strict routine in the evening. That's just how I work. I just don't remember if I brushed my teeth or not, but the rest was all done. Like, everything was proper. And the next morning I woke up, I promised my brother I would do his laundry. I got upstairs, well, our house is inverted, so I got upstairs. I said to my mother, good morning, good night, and I went away. Oh, that was
Alcohol does funny things to you.
Yeah, I just turned on.
Yeah.
If you do it the right way.
Yeah, okay.
I turned on the washing machine on a full cotton cycle. I went to bed, and when I woke up, the boat was done. So I slept for 3 hours. Oh, I barely scraped by now.
Yeah.
Holy. I say never again, but it's bound to happen.
Wann war das mit meiner Miete? Als sie so ausgerastet ist, wann war das?
März.
Okay.
Nee, April.
Okay.
Wo Bayern
Ja, ich
Erik
muss mal
waren.
wissen, wie weit ich scrollen muss.
Also do it that way. You just search for things on the date it happened in your
Yeah,
pictures.
I need to how do you say, to mark it as a favorite.
Oh.
Don't worry. I want to show you what alcohol can make to you when your meal is freaking out and you stay there and you need some seconds to realize this. And first I put my smartphone on it, but I had to turn it off because it was absolutely freaking out. Wann war das, hast du gesagt?
April.
I remember my birthday last year, and the thing is, we had a period in our, at least last year, where the only times we could do laundry was in the weekends, because everyone was away during the week at our house. And then my party started on a Saturday. Saturday evening. I was like, well, I have to get rid of this laundry. I have to do it while the party is going. So once every 1.5 hours I had to go to the utility room and restart. But in the end I got drunk and I forgot about everything, and I came downstairs to the most mixed load I've ever seen. I was like, oh.
This is intermediate spin and this is a bed sheet. And now it's doing the ramp.
should
Yeah,
work.
charge-
I've
Yeah.
never seen something like this before.
And then,
Oh,
that
I'm
happened-
afraid. Oh,
and that happened when
I
you
know
were
where this
tipsy.
is going.
Yeah, a little.
And is it an old Miele?
Yeah, that's a B3W9.
Novatronic, or not? Oh no!
And the dryer is on it. Yeah, and
I remember
Did,
once
did you
my-
did you post this on Instagram or anything?
no, I didn't.
Oh.
You did.
Yeah,
Hab
because I
ich?
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
I remember
Okay,
this.
sorry, yeah, okay,
I've
yeah,
seen
okay,
this.
you see?
Yeah,
I remember.
I,
one
I
time-
remember the backing off, and I was like, yeah, well, that's the same I would do.
No, and this was not hidden. I hate to turn off the machine, but I
Yeah.
thought, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, let it happen for a few seconds, then turn it off.
Yeah.
I once remember that my W933 was washing one of Jasper's pillows. And it would start spinning on one side,
Yeah.
and we were like, oh, it's definitely gonna limit. It's definitely gonna limit. It went to 1600 RPM. It just did.
Yeah, but that was also the case with my previous Miele. When you
Yeah, but this is the reason why you have to be at home when you're using machines. It's the same like your form on the.
yeah.
Specifically a Beko.
I would not say so. I have seen a Miele where the capacitor exploded during
Oh,
the,
yeah.
and she's still running,
Oh, really?
or the machine was running, and there comes smoke out of it.
Oh, God.
And imagine you are working.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
especially exactly. Yeah, that's also the risk I take when I turn my mini dishwasher on overnight, because I don't want the noise during the day because it's actually noisy.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I just turn it on overnight. Might something happen? Well, I'm asleep.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
my Miele used to have the thing that it would limit to about 800 RPM or so, and then I had to respin everything. But then everything, yeah, well, is a bit less heavy, but it's also still heavy in a bit higher RPM, you know. So its spine was quite unbalanced, and then it would limit again to 1200 because it was too unbalanced, and I restarted it again. Then I got the error like cycle not possible or so, and I was like, well, what's this? I'd never seen it, and it was just, yeah, I unplugged it, plugged it back in after 30 seconds, and it worked. And then it would limit again to,
Okay.
I think 1300, 1350 RPM. It was a 1600 RPM machine. Because it was again too unbalanced, and I was like, well, just balance. It's not that difficult, and it was, yeah, well, what was I washing? I'm searching for that video, but it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But Miele with broken shock absorbers are amazing.
Yeah, they do their job.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah, and need to balance.
Yeah, it was alright, but then, yeah, it was just very noisy.
My hire is on a suicide mission. It limits often, but when it doesn't limit, it's actually unbalanced and all plate stuff. But that's also because we took it apart, because we wanted to repair the bearings and we failed. And we used a saw to get it apart.
Oh, we have pictures. We have
Yeah.
pictures. Don't worry.
I remember you just made a live video and Instagram went wild.
When was this? It was in May 2022 for sure.
2022, yeah, it was during
I see him and I went, oh, I'm in the right place.
It was such a rushing, yeah, with my ex and with,
where
with
was this?
what's his name again? Oh yeah,
Oh.
Lingual.
Oh, that one. Yeah. That wasn't a good combination.
No,
Wanneer was dit?
that was the
Verdorie.
worst washing I ever hosted.
Ja, dan is het is na mei geweest dan.
The true brain cells.
Oh, and when we talk about Sander shopping,
No, that was with my ex.
we have a sticker of this.
Yeah, that was with my ex, but it's just
was
so bad when I go on
29 mei.
holiday because I'm English and I just
Oh,
stop
okay.
lying. So that's why I have to control myself in the Czech Republic. Because everywhere but in the Netherlands there's choice in detergent.
Ja.
Of heb jij die?
Ik
Volgens
heb
mij
daar
heb
een
jij die.
video van.
Wat heb ik ermee?
Ik heb enkel een
This is double higher.
Yeah.
Ah, funny.
My higher duo.
I used to have this, but I didn't have to
So
place
they
the
are
shed
connected.
Yeah.
we
So,
try to
so if
replace
you're
the
using
bearings.
the bottom machine, the upper one is
Yeah.
doing the
Yeah.
same. So you can't use them at the same time.
Yeah, you can.
You can, but
okay,
one
but they won't
just
spin.
won't heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, one will
So
just
one was
cut off
just
heat.
stay cold.
Okay.
So I use them separately.
This is the upper one with the bottom one is spinning.
Funny.
And it's
Yeah,
so
I've never seen this from inside before,
Yeah.
and I asked myself,
Here's a
where the fuck do they put them? The upper shock absorbers.
Yeah, that's not-
Okay, there are no shock absorbers.
Let me see. Yeah. We were trying to repair it. But and you can see us using a saw to get it out because we couldn't get to the screw. In the end we discovered we just had to lift the plate.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were on a live video that day. He recorded a live video, and we started using that saw, and Instagram went wild.
Yeah,
They were like, what are you doing? That sounds like training.
Yeah.
The Dutch, well, our
So we
group,
start
like the
to
Dutch
see
sub community, tends to shock the community by just doing things the way we do.
Yeah, or just not announcing things.
Yeah, yeah, like that higher duo moving day. Oh, I remember.
Supertronic.
Yeah, all that too. But like I
Higher
remember
moving day.
Yeah, the higher moving day. You made a photo of the higher in Jasper's Ford Fiesta.
Yeah, I'm going to show you. Jasper used to have one of these older Ford Fiestas. And when we were gonna take
You want to use Spurso Honda wash for that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we
that's
can
going to
do
be
that.
interesting.
we had
A
the
little bit, a little bit.
Oh, please do. You must do it.
No, I'm not going to
We're
dose
gonna know.
anything anymore.
Yeah, we want to see your phone.
No!
You're here for just one thing. Let's dose it.
Oh my god.
But here, the
27 minutes.
higher duo stood next to Jasper's car and had to fit in there. My father was like, well, that's not gonna fit. We fit a higher duo in the Ford Fiesta.
Yeah, and then we took a picture and we put in the giant text, as his giant text once was mine, as like a, went back to my place after he landed it for a few months. And someone responded, oh, it's why is the giant text A+++ instead of looking at the bloody thing that's behind it.
Yeah.
That guy isn't online anymore as well. That's also interesting.
On the parkeerplaats on the Mac.
Oh, yeah.
On the parking place of McDonald's, and we just had it higher in the car. Yeah. Well, as if it's the
An
most
old
normal
Ford
thing.
Fiesta. Yeah. There you go. What's the height of the machine?
128.
120, yeah. And it's 117 kilos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily it's not a Miele, that would have been 200
This is
kilos.
in comparison with the others.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's just a bit higher. And
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah. Okay.
and the detergent dispenser is on the top.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, and it just has 4
Chambers.
chambers,
That's
2
fine.
for softener and 2 for main
Yeah.
wash.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
of course,
pre-wash
yeah.
you have to dose via the.
Yeah, and pre-wash
But it
you need to
does
do
it have
the...
pre-wash?
No, you need to do a quick program for pre-wash.
It doesn't have pre-wash. So
Yeah, so when I want to pre-wash, for example, upper higher, you choose quick wash, no rinse, 800 RPM, takes 18 minutes.
Yeah, but this is Asian mentality. They use their clothes only one. Also,
Yeah.
for example, I wear this 2 days
Yeah.
or 3 days when I'm not
Yeah.
sweaty. But they change their clothes every day, so they don't
Yeah.
need a pre-wash.
I change a t-shirt every day, but trousers is 2-3 days nowadays. Got it back up to 3 days at least.
Yeah, and it was,
Yeah, and in Asia this is a no-go.
Yeah.
and I bought this for like 250 euros, I think. It was 400, but I said to him, well, I have to carry it down the stair. Oh, it's 128 kilograms.
It's like a fridge.
Yeah, and then that was also in a week that it was very cold in
Yeah.
the Netherlands. We had 1 week of snow. It was minus 15 degrees
Oh.
at night. So I decided to put it inside next to our daily driver Miele. And I had to put a draining hose all the way across the utility room to the sink. And that causes the Satslog, well, almost always, but it's...
But still, the lower higher pump is not what it used to be.
No.
It's faulty.
And when you
Takes
did
way too long.
a boil wash in the lower one, the upper one would get quite hot. It was the rubber of it. But yeah, they are connected, so it's not weird or anything, but it's just, yeah, it's funny to see.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we had that one Zanker.
Oh yeah.
which I did one test rinse. I looked at the water, was like, well, that's not very clean. This was rinsing, you know.
Wow! Ooh!
and the rubber.
Oh god. Mm.
Dutch washer history.
Yeah, was not really that good. But I managed to get it quite clean. It was running perfectly. But in the end, the motor bearing seized, so yeah, I had to throw it away because I didn't want to repair it.
Ik heb gezien van die L74920 in de chat.
Oh ja, maar we hadden het eruit gevloekt zo.
Yeah. And then this happened once. Look at the jet system.
Wait. And I follow someone on Instagram who's doing all those kinds of videos where a big tank is falling down and then it comes like this. Maybe you know these videos on Instagram. Yeah. Never mind.
Ridiculous. It was so dirty.
Yeah.
And the worst thing was, I was like,
did it.
yeah, I had to shake it a bit, but it did it. But this was probably its first boil wash in years.
Yeah. This is the result of low temperature washing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had this with the W933. I discovered that it keeps the program in memory, not if you have it turned off for a long time. But I saw suddenly clicked delicates once, and it would just pop back on the old settings where it was used in, and EasyCares as well. It was only used on EasyCares 30 with Quick, which is a 30-minute program. That was ridiculous.
But then the shit came out of the jet system, and I was like, oh, okay, if it's just gonna wash for another 10 minutes, and it came out and it's up to drain. I was like, oh no. But I got it clean, and it was a tank. It was such a good machine.
Yeah,
Handled
AEG
everything.
With AEG you had some interesting spins. It was the washing after. Is the Beko
Yeah.
still trying to spin, or is it
Yeah. Yeah, go for an inter.
interesting that the tested pump turned off?
Is it sensitive?
Kind of.
Okay.
I didn't expect that from a Beko. Usually they are quite insensitive.
Yeah. It depends. It really depends.
As long as that one's not IQ 500 sensitive, then I'm all good.
Yeah.
Perfect cancels out a perfect balance. Ooh.
When you have Whirlpool, they don't give a shit. They don't care.
No, yeah, that Whirlpool I had was aside worthless. Is that Zen one? Yeah, I had the same generation ones. The washer. After I tried the dryer, which I found shit, I tried the washer. Yeah, it wasn't a success either. Yeah, ridiculous. Holy shit.
That was normal. Normal practice.
Yeah, I remember that Whirlpool washer I had, that vlak voordat we de ASCO ophaalden, die Whirlpool. Yeah, before I got my ASCO W6963, I had a Whirlpool from the same generation as the Bauknecht. I would turn it to cotton 60 and it would heat to 42 degrees. Done. Because it sends down and it sends to an hour. It was rather efficient, gotta give it that, but it's worthless. And then I got rid of it. We just brought it to a charity shop. Charity shop burned down a few weeks later. But then we got that ASCO W6963, which is now. Oh yeah. We repaired the Shigo. Fantastic picture. My Shigo once refused to spin my little top loader pulsator because a wire got loose. So a sensor wasn't connected anymore, so it just wouldn't spin because it thought the lid was open all the time.
Oh, Beko.
Standaard of die Perlux tas meegenomen. Die Perlux die weet je.
Nee, die heb ik niet meegenomen. Perlux was dat goed niet? Geen idee meer.
Volgens mij wel.
Ik zal eens even kijken in de winkels.
Ja.
En anders kijken ook in Tsjechië of ze die daar hebben, want dat is dichter bij het Oostblok dan wat wij zitten.
Ja. Ik zit ook relatief vlak bij Polen, maar ik zit niet in de juiste kant van Polen waar ze heel veel wasmiddel hebben. Zeg maar.
Nee, oké, maar...
Ik kan wel even kijken in Tsjechië bij de Globus. Ik ga er sowieso nog
bij de Globus of als je in een ander winkeltje bent. Kijk,
ja.
Kijk maar, het is van Lakma in elk geval.
Oké, ja precies. My ex had this Beko. This one. I set it to Cotton's 90s fast plus and it would heat to 60 degrees. Which is fair, to be honest, well, because I just needed the 60 degrees wash anyway. And it cost him 400 euros. Then he was like, I'm not happy with it. He didn't even sell it. He just ordered a new one, a Bosch Home Professional, 1,000 euros. He didn't give him money. And then he just let it take it away. He didn't even sell it for money. That was that wasn't the final months of the relationship anyway. So, or no, it wasn't even the final months. I just took it. Yeah, it was 16th of January. The relationship still lasted 4 months.
That washer we had in America did a crazy ramp up. Remember, it's a 130 liter drum almost. It also didn't care about anything. It was so insensitive as something. And then and this was quick. I was surprised by how quick this went.
Yeah.
And it did 1100 RPM or so. But it sounded like it had the European motor because it sounded like it was doing 1400. And I heard the sound. I was like, oh, this is European, but it was made in USA, so I don't know.
I don't get why people want such low RPMs. They're not used to
The drums are big.
the drums are serious.
And otherwise the spider would just filling us.
Yeah.
Here's the American
They
mirror.
at least have
In service mode at 1600 RPM.
Okay.
This was crazy.
This is also like bigger than the...
Yeah, this is octopus drum.
Ja,
Oh.
bij de 86.
It's 1600?
Yeah.
Met de P86 tot 1300.
That's so hot.
The Beko sounds quite nice. It's much better than the old inverter pump that
Yeah.
one of my ex had. But inverter motor, that one was loud.
Sounds good.
It doesn't suds that much actually.
I didn't expect that. I can guarantee you.
There's
if
a
I
master
dosed it-
here.
If I would have dosed that same cap, it would have been full of suds.
Yeah.
We'll see with the spin washers.
It at least
As
says
if his detergent feels like it's in your hands. Oh, we're in Sando's hands, so we need to suds more.
yeah, but like it's already suds is more than Robijn at least, because that just doesn't suds. Difficult, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful with this part here.
Yeah.
I have to ask my parents if they can remove it one day.
I saw
It's
this.
so annoying. Yeah, rituals.
Yeah. I have the delicacy detergent of this, but I was wondering if this smells the same. Yeah, obviously. I don't know. This is a bit sweeter.
Faking body.
that glitch is the same glitch the Beko has in the holiday house of my grandparents. When it does the fast slowdown, it just fills up with water. Yeah. I don't know why.
Programmers, they don't have very, well, can't say that programming is, it's good programming as in was, but with the glitches and that kind of stuff, they didn't refine the programming.
They have a lot of glitches.
Then they didn't refine the programming, which is quite, yeah, you can think something of it.
The software engineer. You have to fix this.
No, I'm software. It's in the word. That's hardware.
Oh. Does it look like I know the difference between the two of those?
Hardware is the thing which is physically in front of you, and software is the magic up behind the screen.
And the magic behind the screen doesn't do fine.
No, yeah, you got me there. Luckily, I don't know how the programming works, so.
Oh.
Yeah, programming directly to a PCB is different than what I do.
Oh. Okay.
It's interesting how they just do static fills instead of like the width tunnels.
50 versus 49.
Yeah, that thing's definitely gonna need more time because it's the suds. I'm glad I at least selected Water Plus.
Wat? Dat gaat weer niet.
Oh ja, die for you. Oh ja. Waarom komt ie? Ja.
My stories are always, and I mean always, like by the Naji guy and by Johnny. Johnny Cobero.
He's I know. I have a lot of people, I always can't get through them. There's one story I've seen so far, and that's... Oh. It's from Hugo. It's the only one I've fully seen.
Come on, zoom in. There we go. That at least works. Going the same direction right now. At what time does it drain?
It should drain soon, I guess. What is it at?
47.
Yeah, anytime soon.
That's for the better because the suds are rising. And I think we should be in emergency situation.
Let's see what Marktplaats has to offer.
I'm using the second dryer for washings, but only for washings, because when I'm alone I can cope with one dryer. That's the problem at my parents' place. I have 3 washers there, the Bosch, the Miele, Navitronic and the Haier Duo, technically 4. And I have only one dryer. It's a fast dryer, then I just use Eco with the highest setting, then it dries, fully dry within an hour, these towels. But then again, yeah, that doesn't really work on washings.
I don't know how that is here in Germany, but these Miele's sell so good here in
your
the
place.
I can get them sometimes for 25 euros. The only problem is the shocks or the carbon brushes. Then I can sell them for like 150 euros. I think they are 20 years old and they're still so valuable.
People love those Mieles.
And the newer generation is even better.
And I sold my W933 for 20 euros.
We have
What?
20 euros.
Oh, that's hard.
That's just 20 euros. It at least went to like a firefighter's thing, so at least it came on a place where it will be used. Like I recently had that AEG washer dryer. People tried to get it off of me for 20 euros. Ridiculous, not gonna do that. Until like someone who works in a construction, building houses and that kind of stuff came along. He just paid the 50 euros I asked because he needed a machine where he could smash his cleaning rags in, wash and dry, and then go on with life. I got it from a hairdresser for 100 euros or something. It was in a terrible state.
Yeah, hairdressers, dryers.
Yeah, I have a dryer once.
And it was a washer dryer, so I needed a good clean. Eventually
we
I
have
did.
a Bosch Series 8, 110 euros, but with a faulty door.
Faulty door.
Yeah, one of the hinges broke off. So yeah, but it's near me.
Like it's like a very good generation of Bosch.
Yeah.
And especially if you look at the options, it has the Eco Perfect Speaker and stains, Energy Plus cycle, extra rinse. Yeah, and it doesn't seem to be moldy or anything.
It could also be the Black Seal.
Fair. Ooh, it does have something. Yeah. Oh, but it does have the Aquastop
Oh, interesting.
water inlet. The built-in. Machine in great state. Beko.
Yeah.
No.
I sometimes see those posts where they just put that sentence, washing machine in good state, without.
I would actually love to own one of those.
Like without all reading like commas and that kind of stuff, and it just every time I see it in one full sentence where you have to read it in one,
Leiden.
Oh no.
it just it just feels like I am reading. But sometimes when I read Marktplaats, I read it in the voice of the smoking woman I posted recently on my stories. Gratis, gratis.
We have one of these minis.
Oh.
450 euros.
Yeah, this is cringe. Raphael had one of these, and yeah.
But look,
the
they
machine
don't
is.
have a back plate. I didn't know that.
Is it even? I don't even think it's worth getting.
1500 watts.
Fair for a machine. The candy is 1300 watts.
I think it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a small one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh please!
It's a joke thing.
There is not even water in there.
It's actually
You can
dry.
just hear how cheap the motor is.
Yeah. Yeah, this machine doesn't heat,
That's the motor of
and
some
it
sort of
uses
toy.
45 liters of water for nothing, for one sock or.
45 liters.
Yeah. This ask Raphael. He had a plastic box, and this box was half full of water with this small machine.
Shouldn't be allowed.
My Shigo, which is a top loader, like with a pulsator, I put half a drum of cleaning rags in it, and it will use on average 80 or 80 liters of water, which is more worth it because I'm wash a lot of cleaning rags in like an hour. Instead, then I will need to get hot water directly from the tap, but that doesn't even fit, well, 2 socks maybe, and it's full.
Yeah, here 2 towels like this one on the dryer there, and then it's full. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then
for this 40
for
liter water,
those 2, I wouldn't even turn on the Chico.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even turn it on. Although 1 t-shirt and one like a set of sport of summer clothes, then I would need to turn it on medium water because it's more heavy. Then sometimes I use it just purely for a quick wash. Though I do need to get warm water from the tap, and that costs natural gas, and that's that's unfortunate. Costs a little more than just using Express on the Miele. But then again, it does 2 rinses. Let me see.
Same time now.
Oh yeah, a bit much detergent. Cleaned that up recently. A little bit more organizing.
More professional.
Where's the video? Oh, I need to get through the entire holiday of England first before I get to the... I was in Belgium. I made I made a pit stop in Belgium on the way to England, and I was in Diksmuiden, which is interesting to say the least. A bit crappy, but oh well. Until you got in the center, then it was nice.
It's always better than the
Everything is better than ever. Oh, this was a washing at Jochem.
Also these things.
I apparently have these pictures, I forgot about them.
Oh yeah.
And that's it.
Oh.
Jasper eventually saw what I was doing, so he just like...
Broken AEG tractor.
Broken AEG test.
7000 series.
1500 RPM.
Oh. Big storm.
Big still.
Ja, dat is altijd die PCB.
Ja, dat had Marcel gedaan. Die achtergrond.
That's just funny.
Van Sabina Carpenter.
Oh. Ja. Oh, Marcel is een goede gast. Goeie gast. Mag me echt. Ik heb hem toen in... I met him in London. It was just...
So random.
He's just funny. He's incredibly funny. Like I also have some shared interests with him outside of Washer, so we went to like a video game bar and that kind of stuff in London, which was a little bit too loud, but oh well. And we just had a fantastic day there, and well, we did a cocktail together. This is Marcel, Washer IQ.
Ah.
And we got, that was amazing. Oh, it's a live video. Oh,
Oh wait.
no, a live photo. Like it does a bit of movement.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not what I want. Can I?
No, you can't.
Stupid ass. Yeah, here you can see it. Yeah, I was playing a game, and when I hold it, you see the cocktails just flashing like a rainbow. That was fantastic. They had like ice cubes with the light.
Ah, okay.
They put that in the
glass.
and it would just be incredibly interesting.
You know which machines I also really like? These Electroluxes.
Yeah.
I love those. I think they're just...
Oh, those, yeah.
Especially with the big screen and the time saver option. Oh, they have my heart.
Which one's draining? That one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calls that cool down.
Yeah.
Interesting. Or in Dutch it would say sopafkoeling.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So cooling. Klaar in.
Klaar in. Oh, hou op met me.
Ja, ik wil over. Dus,
Crazy.
Sopafkoeling.
Ja.
Basically, it says it's cooling the suds and not the water.
Yeah. So cooling.
So any language is better than Dutch. That's most likely the case when you ask a Dutch person.
Yeah.
The reason I speak English so well is because I watch films in English. Games were never localized, so I had to. Well, I was forced to learn English at a young age, and then school came along, which taught me how to understand it, and then it took off. Now I speak it fluently. That.
Nou, ja, het al.
Ja.
Nou, die is. Ja, het is het.
That's so nicely released. Yourself.
That is number one.
Anti-saturated,
Yeah.
which is interesting to say the least.
Yeah, final rinse.
Oh yeah.
And the software in it?
Oh, that also smell like that.
It smell like a toilet refresher.
Specifically when it's in the dryer later.
Yeah.
Oh, it's spinning. Oh, look at that type of anti-cells. Just wait it out.
You win.
God.
The Over-zoom.
That's horrifying. Oh my god. Very nice.
Ja. Yeah, or you live in Stuttgart and have SEX.
We're getting there.
I had hoped on an interspin. Ja, was hij droog was. Ja, klopt. Toen heb ik hem volgens mij een keer in een dekbed laten drogen. Ik denk, nou, toen had ik hem ook nodig. Toen had ik hem maar aangezet. Want, ja, het duurde wel echt letterlijk gewoon 2 uur. Ja. Of een uur al droog kunnen zijn. Yeah, at the moment it just does not do what you want it to do. Yeah, nowadays I stay away from working on all of those brands because not my thing. Ja, die is leuk. We did show, yeah, we do manage, we are good at shaking up the community like that.
It's a
waving me.
Ja.
Stil.
Ken ik niet.
Wat is dat?
Ja, PD-camera.
Oh.
This must be your home screen.
Profile picture.
Dat heb je een visualiseren ergens. Dat ja, was ver weg.
Ja, maar dit is final spin.
Ja.
Zie je hier.
Waar is dat?
Wacht,
Voorbij.
net nog onder deze door.
Ja.
Wow.
That's the sound.
It's there.
Ah, spoel centrifugeren.
Rinse spinning.
Ja.
That's good.
Oh, hou op man. Ik wil er niet meer aan denken.
Ik wel.
That was the time I rammed a lamppost. No! My ex is dosing.
Oh. Ja.
Zelfs, het is goed.
Yeah, he was afraid he wasn't getting clean.
I seen you 200, one of those need a softronic compartment for main washer full of powder, completely full to the rim, and then half liter flip. Yeah.
Like sometimes I dose a lot of Turkish detergent, but that's because it's like actually unconcentrated. When I use the Denk mid counterpart, then I use very little. So yeah, that's a bit of the real, yeah. Sometimes you have to use a lot, but when you don't use a lot.
You could smell him coming.
Australia knew when he did his laundry.
Maar gewoon even daar dingen. Nee, klopt wel.
I once had him on WhatsApp because he insisted on chatting on in WhatsApp. So I was like, okay, here's my phone number, then we'll chat on WhatsApp. Worst mistake of my life, because when I talked to him, the only thing he was on about was Islam and how it's so great and how gay people should die.
Whoa!
And then you kind of lose respect, but I'm that type of guy who will just be, I will stay polite, but when my chance is given, I will stab your back. So eventually the chance never came, he's in luck, but eventually he was bullied out of the community, so guess that's karma. He literally asked me, "You're not gay, are you?" I said like, when he asked that,
What are you gonna do if I say yes?
I was like, now I know where it's headed, so I just lied. I just lied for my own sake. Ja, die is leuk. Ja, oh, dat was
So sad.
yeah, that bird was so funny.
Because we also just got that via WhatsApp without any context.
Yeah.
This is your face. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Good morning.
I love that was nice. The birds there would just jump on your head. It's not such lucky,
Ah.
is it?
Een beetje.
No.
I wanted to say it was a spider you could hear, but
Oh, please don't.
what? It's normal for Bosch.
Yeah, that's true. The motor's actually pretty silent.
Yeah, it surprised me. Finally.
Nice noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one time my father got a sweater for Christmas made from bamboo, and you're not allowed to put that even in a washing machine, not on a wool cycle, nothing. I accidentally put it through a cotton's 30 degrees with a full load of everything, and my father was looking for that sweater while the wash was on, and I was like, shit, I think it's in there. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll see when it's finished, maybe it's in there, maybe not. And then my mother was sitting in the kitchen next to the utility room, and I opened the washer, I said, and she was like, what, come here. So I pulled that out, and yeah, well, it used to be as big as the grey one, but now it shrunk. And then I, for fun, I just put it through the dryer. It was like, why not? And then it got really stiff. And I don't know how or why, but it didn't really shrunk anymore, but it just got really stiff. And yeah, it was like a plank, a stick of bamboo. So that's the last time any of those sweaters came into our house.
In the end, why would you buy something made of bamboo?
To try some. I don't know. True. What do you give your father for Christmas?
Yeah. Fair.
It's exactly the same spinning pattern as Beko is in.
Duik je mannen.
Oh.
Gaat sowieso nog een spoel erbij.
Ja.
Well, I've got a full deluxe edition of this cycle, I think.
Really silent.
Okay.
51 minutes. Oh. The wash rush between the two of those.
Yeah. It's already running for 2 hours, so that's going to be almost 3 hours. It's going to be 3 hours. In the end, I should have selected something perfect.
Shall we do lunch/dinner soon, or how are you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm okay with everything. So.
yeah. I usually get hungry around this time, so yeah, it's more like
Alright.
a rhythm thing than
Yeah.
actually being hungry.
Oh, sorry. Again.
No, it was a harmonica, not a trumpet.
It wasn't a harmonica.
Oh.
No, it was.
The music was
actually
a
kind of a sad video,
Oh.
but.
The music was with the harmonica, but the,
Yeah.
she knows basically what the jet was. Oh, my knees.
Ik zie nou. Maar het zakt door 2.
Oh, erg.
Ja.
Dat is wel kut.
Ja, maar dood.
Ja.
Dat moet niet zo leuk zijn geweest voor de paard.
Hè?
Dat moet niet zo leuk zijn geweest.
Nee.
Moet je nou inbeelden, hè, dat hij
Ja,
onder die wagen vast zat en dat hij dan eigenlijk is kapot gescheurd of zo, ja.
Gadverdamme.
Ik ga even zo nadenken.
Jochen,
Yes.
which one do you prefer?
The big one.
Alright. The bigger the better.
Het is dat je niet kon zeggen allebei, maar...
Ja.
Moet even staan. Oh, jongens.
Ja, als ik in een auto helemaal kruk op gezeten en dan...
Ja.